Welcome back. At least 10 people have been killed and dozens others injured after a bus heading to Kenya's capital, Nairobi, crashed into a trailer parked on the road early this morning. Reports say the bus had left the town of Rujia in the northeast on Sunday night with more than 60 passengers on board when it rammed into the stored trailer on the road between Bengal and Garissa towns. According to the Kenya Red Cross, 14 injured passengers were rushed to the Garissa General Hospital with severe injuries. Meanwhile, dozens of state officials in Kenya have been arrested in what is billed as the biggest anti-corruption operation in the country. The employees of Kenya Revenue Authority are being accused of conspiracy in tax evasion and facilitating access to services through bribery that may have cost the country huge sums of money. Runaway corruption among state officials in Kenya is the biggest challenge to the administration of President Uhuru Kenyatta. In what could be the biggest anti-corruption operation at a state agency, the 40 suspects were rounded up over the weekend in the capital, Nairobi. Let's get more on this story from Kenyan journalist Abi Ajina. Thanks for joining us on the program. So what more can you tell us about the arrest of dozens of Kenya Revenue Authority employees?
Well, thank you so much. We're coming to you from Nairobi, and it's very much of a busy week for the detectives who have been pursuing KRA staff that have been allegedly involved in tax evasion. So far, what we know is that out of the 45 suspects, 15 of them will still be, well, actually 15 of them have been released, but the Directorate of Criminal Investigations has also gotten an order from the courts that the rest of these suspects will be detained in police custody for the next 14 days, even as investigations continue.
For these people still detained, what charges or punishment are they likely to face if found guilty?
Well, so far, the degrees of crime are being investigated at different levels. But for instance, if they are actually found guilty of taking part in tax evasion, and according to the laws, they are supposed to be charged with a 10-year jail term. And of course, this will be subject to the amounts in question, which will also play a big part in determining the sentences that each of the individuals will be receiving at an individual capacity.
Okay, Abby, it seems large-scale corruption among state officials in Kenya is one of the biggest challenges the administration of President Uhuru Kenyatta is facing. How well is the government tackling the problem?
Well, Kenya is very serious about fighting corruption. The president has been pushing for the agenda of ensuring that there is transparency, and anyone found culpable, they will carry their own cross. So far, initiatives around the government ensuring that the state, various state institutions like the Office of the Deputy, Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has been really active, as well as the Office of the the EACC, I beg your pardon. Well, some of these agencies have been really proactive in terms of getting convictions. At the same time, the level of scrutiny has gone up. Of course, you're also seeing lifestyle audits being fronted as one of the options that they want to take on.
Oh, finally, what more can you tell us about this tragic accident in Nairobi where a bus crashed into a trailer?
Well, in relation to this particular incident, so far we understand that most of the area has been cordoned off, and of course the bodies of those that have been involved in this tragic accident are still actually they have been taken to the nearest mortuaries. But so far police are investigating the incident, and we don't know much so far as of now.
All right then. Kenyan journalist Abi Agina, thank you for speaking to us on Network Africa. A Ghanaian company is disrupting air grooming for Accra's men by shaving off precious minutes by their busy clients with home and office-based visits. Entrepreneur Kojo Akoma says he thought of the idea after having to wait too long at a barbershop to get his hair cut. Take a look.
In Accra, Ghana's capital, Emmanuel Kojo Ankoma and his team have just arrived at a client's home where they are setting up a mobile barber shop. Ankoma is an entrepreneur who runs Shave Masters, a company that offers male grooming services in the city. Their strategic advantage is that they take their services to their clients' doorstep after appointments are booked. After having his own experience of waiting too long to get his hair cut, Ankoma saw a business opportunity.
2 years ago, I found myself in a barbering shop, waiting in a very long queue for my time. Then I wondered to myself, what if somebody came up with an idea where instead of going to the barbering shop, rather the barbering shop comes to you in any location?
Ankoma says his company offers more than just routine hair trimming and is also attracting young men wanting to sport the latest hairstyles.
We noticed that there are a lot of people out there who equally need such a service, but there's no avenue. So we decided to create a platform where busy people who really do not have a lot of time on their hands, can sit in the comfort of their homes, the comfort of their offices, or any other location they prefer and have a haircut right at their doorstep.
A basic haircut goes for about $6, but can cost more if the client lives relatively far from the city center.
I chose Shave Masters because time is of the essence. I'm a very busy person with a very tight work schedule, and I do not like to spend several hours in the barbering salon waiting for my turn.
Ankoma says he speaks to most clients through word of mouth or marketing on social media. He currently employs 3 barbers and a marketing officer, but has plans to grow the business even further beyond Ghana to other African countries.
Now, in what has been regarded as a huge victory for women in the country, a court in Somalia has sentenced 3 men to death for the rape and murder of a 12-year-old girl. The court in Somalia's northern semi-autonomous state of Puntland acquitted 7 others. The girl was abducted from a market in Galkayo town in February. Her body was discovered the next morning, and a post-mortem found that she had been strangled to death after being gang-raped. The atrocity led to street protests as well as an angry reaction on social media, with calls for the Puntland government to take action. Well, that's it on the program today. Thanks for watching. I'm Teniola Shobowale. Bye for now.